Hello, I'm Maggie Graham, and this is my final speech. I'm going to start by asking you a couple questions. The first one is, who or what are you living for? And the second one is, why? Why are you living for that specific person or that specific thing? Keep a hold of those answers because we are going to get back with them in a couple seconds. In the beginning of The Prodigal God by Timothy Keller, he explains to us how the younger brother goes off and disrespects his father, and he ends up sleeping with the pigs and eating with the pigs, and his life just goes downhill. And when he hits rock bottom, he finally decides to come back to his family and his father. And he was talking to himself, and he decided that it would be good to not be the son of the father, but to be a servant instead, so he can pay off his debt because he took his inheritance along with him. And when he got back, the father was not mad. The father was not angry. Instead, the father welcomed him with open arms. And he put a robe and a ring, and he killed the fattened calf to celebrate the coming home of his son. But the older brother was jealous, and he was mentally disrespecting his father. The son may have gone off and physically disrespected him, but the older brother mentally disrespected him, because the older brother wasn't being the good child just to be the good child. He was being the good child so he can get the praise in the parties and the celebration. But he didn't. The younger brother did, and he was confused. A lot of people in this world do stuff just to get praise and celebration. A lot of people follow a whole bunch of people to get praise and celebration. Keeping up with the Kardashians. I know so many people who want to be Kim Kardashian or Khloe Kardashian or Kylie or Kendall or any of the Kardashians. They want to be them. I know a whole bunch of people who want to be TikTok famous just so a whole bunch of people can like them. There are so many trends. It's brainwashing how many people, how much, and how far people will go just to be liked by a specific certain group of people. Politics are now involved in all of this stuff, because if you don't support Black Lives Matter, or if you do support it, you'll be put into a separate category as everybody else, and you will look down upon, no matter what side you choose. LGBTQ+, that's another one. If you support Joe Biden or Donald Trump, you will get put into these groups, and depending on those groups, people will look down upon you, no matter which group. And that is not the mentality that we need to have. We need to be good because it's right. We need to do stuff because it's right. Not just because so-and-so said this, or that person's following this person on social media, so that means we have to as well because it's cool. So that goes back to the questions before. Who are you living for? Are you living for yourself? Are you living for Kim Kardashian? Are you living for God? All this world, everything in this world will tear you down. I have a favorite verse in the Bible, and it's Matthew 6:21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And that little sentence can go a long way. If you put your whole heart into one person, then that is where your world is. And honestly, we need to do a lot less putting our heart and our trust into the world and putting it more into Jesus. Because I know He has a plan for everybody. And I know that it is a fantastic plan. But the more we go astray and the more we walk away from Him and disrespect Him, then the more distant we'll be from a whole bunch of other people as well. But all we need to do is we just need to turn back around, and God will be standing right there. I'm going to close with a story, a personal story actually. A couple years ago, I was really, really distant with my family, my parents, my siblings. I did a lot of social stuff. Like, I was extremely social, and I was so worried about my outward appearance. And then one day, I just felt so alone, and I knew that I needed help. And so I started talking to my parents again. I started talking to my siblings again, and they welcomed me back. And it really, really felt good. It wasn't a verbal or it wasn't a physical celebration that they threw, but just mentally. I felt it in my heart that it was the right place to be. And that's the same with everything else. Thank you.